Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
We're finally watching it.
I'm nervous. The movie that shall not be named.
I really want to know how... I've never been more excited to watch a movie going into it knowing I'm supposed to hate it.
I know. Plus, it's like I think if it's just like badly done, we should hate it even more because we just literally finished watching. It's like super fresh in our head.
Literally, yeah.
So like, it could be like even conversations we're gonna like remember. That's not right.
No. Well, I have a feeling. I wonder like why it's bad. Like, is it just a bunch of things, or is it going to be like specifically like just the acting's bad, or like writing choices are bad?
Yeah, I think I like read somewhere that like isn't Aang an actual like monk?
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Penelope.
I'm waiting for her to come up here.
But he's like he was like not an actor.
Yeah, I don't think so. At least that I'm aware of.
Right. So like that could be bad.
Well, yeah.
Because like Aang's very animated and like.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be like multiple things are going to be was what bad. It's not going to be like one specific thing. It's going to be
just everything.
Yeah.
Right. Because I can't see. It's always difficult with like live action to get like that like the actual bending to look like normal.
That too.
You know. Plus, I was like thinking about it before. I'm like kind of nervous about seeing Iroh in here. Like, I was thinking about like how are they going to make him like he better be chubby. But then, like, he better get shredded up. Like, if that scene gets cut out, like, then I'm with everybody. Fuck this movie.
Imagine if they just didn't put Iroh in it.
Yeah. We're turning it off. We know he's supposed to be in very recently. Like, very soon.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
One of the first couple scenes.
I wonder how far they stray from the original story.
True. That could be what the issue is, too.
I would imagine it probably will be.
Which will be annoying.
Yeah, because how could you...
You can't change it.
No. Why would you, though?
Right, you can't.
And that's one of my biggest gripes with, like, video game movies. Like, the story... The game was so popular most of the time, at least, because the story was really good.
Yeah.
When you bring it to the big screen, why would you change the story? You don't have to write the dialogue exactly the same, obviously.
Right, but it should be.
You can slightly change certain things or leave certain things out, but you got to pick and choose. But for the most part, the main story should be almost beat for beat the same.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's like, of course they're going to flop, those movies. If they're like, that's what my problem with the Assassin's Creed movie was. Like, if they just tried to make a brand new story. I would like to see them just play that, like, a broad picture of that story, like, throughout all the games. Like, you don't have to make it, like, individual ones, but, like, if you want to make, like, 3 movie, like, a trilogy or something, make it, like, the first one's about, like, the first few games. And like
yeah, right, and follow the whole story.
Or just make it about one of the storylines in the game.
That was with the Dragon Ball Z movies. It was the same thing. They had nothing to do with really, like, the show. It's like, wow.
I guarantee that's
what's going on here.
The problem is going to be.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I bet you it is too.
Like they probably like drastically change it in spots they shouldn't have.
Could be.
I think it's gonna be a mix of that and bad acting.
Right, overcasting. You know what I mean? Could be
yeah. I don't want to blame the actors, but sometimes that happens. But let's watch it.
Let's do it.
That's interesting. I wonder if they're gonna do multiple like the 3 books inside of the movie. You know?
Yeah.
Isn't it strange?
Yeah. I do like seeing it in like live action. That is kind of cool.
Just stop doing that stuff around me. I always get wet.
A little too serious to be Sokka there.
My brother not.
Right, at least they have Boomerang. How are they going to create Appa?
That's what I was nervous about too.
Yeah, this is what we saw. Zuko. So far, they're shooting it almost identical.
Yeah.
Did you see that light shoot to the sky?
Why aren't his tattoos blue?
Right, why isn't it just a blue arrow?
How did you get here?
Trying to eat me.
Sokka, don't.
Sokka? That's what she just said.
I think so.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah, what?
Who are you?
Even his scar kind of sucks. You barely see it.
Tell you anything.
Firebender!
It's clearly CGI, but it still kind of looks okay.
Spicy creature thing floats.
My nephew wants me to perform a little test.
Wrong.
I don't like you, sir.
I assure you, it won't hurt.
You're not chubby.
Performed it hundreds of times. And my name is Iro. And you have
Iro? Did he really just say?
Yeah.
Oh,
Grandma, I know you're gonna try to stop us, but this is just something I need.
Sit down. The Fire Nation doesn't wish to live by the spirits. That's why they are so frightened by the existence of the Avatar.
What could he do?
With his mastery of the 4 elements,
It doesn't sound right.
It's not.
Yeah, they're shooting it for beat, like story, like the way the story went, you know. At least so far in the first episode. That's kind of cool.
Your destinies are tied, Zuko. That you can be sure.
Why isn't Iroh chubby?
I don't know.
Ong flew us to his home.
Ong?
That's how we left there in a storm on our
Oh boy.
Is it okay if you tell me your name?
The monks named me Ong.
Ong? How could they change that?
Hey guys! Enough!
I mean, that's the main character's name.
You're right.
He's a flying lemur bat. We keep them as pets.
Weren't they
Oh,
extinct
Momo.
a long time ago?
There we go. Yeah, I don't think that's...
Oh, no way.
Oh.
I think it's like a dragon.
Zhao?
The banished prince.
One day my father will take me back, and you will bow before me.
Like, I feel like his story, you can't tell in just a single movie, you know? Like, it's gonna feel so rushed when he does change, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't he have a ponytail? Didn't he have a
And
ponytail?
why isn't his head half bald?
Right. Oh, him. I'm talking about Zuko.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
He had it shaved on the
Yeah,
sides and
it's
then
shaved
long
in a
ponytail.
long ponytail, right.
Alright, at least he's drinking tea. Like, how do you leave that part in, but you change their names?
Right, I don't get it.
Oh, man. I'm so glad we knew this was going to be shitty. That would really suck.
It's really not good so far.
No.
Earthbending is forbidden in this village.
Haru.
Leave him alone.
She's a bender. Katara!
That's actually kind of fun. Like, all the outfits look great. It's kind of annoying.
The outfits are pretty good.
Leave him alone!
It's like too slow, too.
Yeah, too many, like, dance moves. This is stupid.
It's so
I don't
bad.
understand it. Look how many of them there are. They're all benders?
The fire is way too slow. They're not getting hit hard enough either.
No.
They're just like jumping. They should be on cables that are like CGI out,
Throwing
you know?
them all
Yeah,
the way,
getting
right.
launched. Waterbending scroll.
Avatar,
Kyoshi.
Kyoshi,
That's what they are?
games.
I think they're just blending the two stories.
I mean,
We should go visit some of these towns, Ong.
I need to tell you something.
Sokka is way
What is
too
it, Al?
serious.
He's way too serious.
Why can't the Avatar have a family?
I asked that.
Why are they
He said
shooting it
that's a
so right up
sacrifice
against
the
his face
Avatar
like that?
always has to make.
You know?
Okay.
I radiate it.
I don't like this movie at all.
I almost just want to stop watching. But at the same time, like, I'm still interested to see like, what they do, though, you know?
We moved from town to town in the Earth Kingdom.
This has to be like a... They have to make this kind of story like a mini-series, you know? Like
Spend a lot of time on
like
one
12
topic.
episodes, 10 to 12 episodes each chapter, you know?
Right.
And really make them like hour-long episodes and really get into it.
The ocean and moon spirits
That might be
live
Ozai.
in this world. With this
Oh,
information,
maybe.
we could bring down the Northern Water Tribe City.
Then Prince Zuko was sentenced to an Agni Ki duel. But when he showed up,
Agni Key.
it was his father he was to fight.
I guess your talk didn't work.
surprised they didn't change it. Like, yep.
I was gonna say, let's go.
Yeah. Fly.
Right.
These are all the avatars. These are
Forgot
the
about that scene.
reincarnations of you over the years.
That was when he was by himself.
Yep. Well, he was with
Katara and Sokka.
For what?
For luring you down here.
What?
So you will understand my actions today.
So even if it's not the Guru, did that happen with anybody else?
No.
Yeah. That mask was terrible already.
What was the hair?
Why did it have hair? Look at that! It's the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, the whole mask.
Is awful. He's a very aggressive fighter in this movie.
Right.
Doesn't dodge anything.
It's just so incredibly awful. It's making my eyes bleed.
Mm-hmm. Oh. He thought about leaving him by himself after he just came and saved him. Had to double think it, come back.
Not even that. Just this looks so bad.
It's awful.
It's cheesy. It's
Open the gates.
Like that's like shot for shot what happened when he puts his hand out. So if you're paying attention to that kind of detail, what happened everywhere else?
Right.
That's what blows my mind.
It
is funny how bad it is.
Yeah. Just taking a fog shit real quick.
Like, why is he just sitting there twirling his... He never did that without doing it for a reason.
Well, he was forming all the fog, but...
I guess. That was when the boat blows up.
Oh, yeah.
They're just getting places way too... It's crazy.
Right.
Oh, you nailed that. She is gorgeous.
The princess became friends right away.
I feel like I know her, too. What's happening right now?
Why is there so much dancing involved?
I don't know.
The Northern Water Tribe Benders are given their strength by the moon and ocean spirits. They will be difficult to defeat. Now...
Like, why is he giving him this advice? This
Right.
isn't where he found this out. Did it on his own.
No, Zhao gave it to Iroh. Remember? Iroh rejoined.
Yeah. Like, this is cool and all, but, like, it's driving me nuts how slow everything's moving. Everything works smoothly and quickly, you know? It's not...
It's one move for a move. Like, each move is one stance.
Right. Like, this is all shit, like... This story's perfect for, like, an extended season show, you know?
Like a 10 episode miniseries.
No, more than that.
But like you could do hour-long episodes.
Yeah, but that's still not enough.
You don't think so?
No. Because you want to have like you can have like I don't want to call them filler episodes, but episodes in between that have like, you know, like that like them training. You know, there's so much story in there.
And remember, your chi can warm you.
I know, Uncle.
The acting is just god awful. And it just blows my mind that they're like trying to like accurately do these scenes. Like it's like it just seems like
they didn't even have that moment where like he was like, "You're like a son to me."
Right.
I have to talk to the dragon spirit. He can help me defeat the Fire Nation.
Like, why hasn't he spoken to Roku?
Is there a spiritual place where I can meditate?
Yeah, because what do we got left in this? Half hour?
Tops.
And this right here is like the
end of book one.
Book one, right? So they're gonna super rush the next two.
Or maybe they were planning on having a sequel and it never happened. And this just ends with this battle.
I always knew you returned.
Tell me that doesn't feel so rushed. Oh my god.
Fire Lord's son. You took him from our village.
Fire Lord's son.
Yeah, just call
She
him
knows that,
Zuko.
Zuko.
Well, not in this movie, she doesn't.
And I'm the only waterbender left in the Southern Water Tribe.
He's in the Northern Water Kingdom.
Right.
Like, why would he ask who she is, and like, why would she say that? It's not like there's like, she's the only waterbender.
This might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
It's definitely up there.
Granted, I don't watch a lot of bad movies, but
I try not to.
yeah.
To meet a spirit would be a great honor.
Well, I hope I can give you that honor.
They try to give Zhao his chops, but they only half-assed those too.
What's this? Hand drills?
How the hell could you possibly drill through that like that? By
Spinning
hand.
super fast, man. What do you mean?
Then the night will slip out.
Can you hear me?
They just totally replaced Roku with this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
As the Avatar, you are not meant to hurt others.
What is this?
I don't know. Why are we just zoomed in on his scales?
Everything's so zoomed in.
Do this now.
Oh my god. Go do this now. Never once was Aang told specifically what to do. Acting is just tough to watch. I think it's because we love this show so much that we hate it. Like, I'm like right now, all I can think about is like how much this probably is my most hated movie of all time.
Yep.
But I think it's because what we talked about in the beginning, the fact that we just
so
watched
close,
it.
But I don't think so. I think even when I watched this in 8 years, I would still hate it. It's bad.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is if like we didn't like the show, if we were like lukewarm on the show, we wouldn't care as much. Like, you can't even see him doing anything with the air.
No.
They didn't make it visible.
Commander Zhao, don't.
We are now the gods. Oh!
What? Why didn't he just hit him in the face there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what is he even doing?
Didn't even fight.
That was the dumbest scene I've of the whole movie so far. That's not what happened at all.
No. Aang wasn't even there. In this. He was in the show.
And Iroh actually kicked the shit out of everybody.
Yep. And he had a belly.
I think Zhao ran away just like that, but right.
This was the reason I was born.
You wait, please.
There is no love without sacrifice. I will miss you more than you know.
We met yesterday, and it was the best 24 hours of my life.
No, I think they said they'd be there a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like preparing for the attack, but still.
They only had like 30 seconds of
30
scene
seconds
together.
of right.
Just sucks because these are like all epic moments, and they just
brushed over them.
Not even brush over. They just do a shitty job at showing them. I actually like some of the music in this.
Didn't he? It had not. The moon was still gone, and didn't he like merge with the ocean spirit to become that fish? And then she sacrificed herself after the moon came back.
I don't remember.
Pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, sounds right.
I know for sure it was the ocean spirit that.
Are they just gonna skip?
Because like, how is he not turning into a? And he, like Avatar's, they must only be able to go talk to that stupid fucking dragon.
Like, why is that Iroh
There
there?
are too many soldiers now. They would never let you take the Avatar.
Like, why is Iroh doing this? Zuko beat him, Zhao, more or less, you know? In the show.
Yeah, and then the
fish
ocean
took him.
fish came and took him.
This is how Zhao gets taken out. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Bar none.
This is awful.
Let your emotions flow like water.
Is he just gonna create a big tidal wave? I wonder where they shot that. That looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Again, all these moves that are taking him...
And nothing is happening.
5 minutes, and he's just making the waves go a little bit higher. So, this... Maybe they weren't going to do a trilogy. Because now all of a sudden he's just tapping into the Avatar state. How could he be doing that here?
Well, he did do that here, but...
No, not like that.
That was when he became the fish.
He wasn't under control of it.
No.
That was like the very...
with it until Ozai.
That's what I'm saying. And then when he like went in to clear the land.
It's taking off a long time. Just
yeah, what the hell is going on?
He didn't push them away or anything. They're just leaving on their own.
Still there.
Yeah, now they're just turning around. They're like, you know what? That was a big wave. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's not even sleepy or anything.
No, I'm telling you, he like tapped into it like it was the end of the show.
You to be their avatar.
It's the names I can't get over. That's like, if you're gonna break that rule, everything's off the table.
What the hell is that pose?
Please tell me this is over. Please. Oh, god damn it, just ends.
Tried to fail to take the city. General Zhao was killed in battle.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a talk with
Zula, yeah.
Do you accept this unspeakably important task I'm putting in your hands?
His voice is the only thing I liked about the movie.
I do, Father.
Hated it already. Wrong voice. Please be over. Please be over. Yes, thank you.
Ugh.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was...
First of all, 3 years. 3 years until the comet. I can't understand why only firebenders can only move fire. They can't create fucking fire. That was never once even mentioned. Iroh's the only one. Remember, he was like, he's creating fire out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't even know.
I don't even want to justify this movie with talking about it. I hate it. I'm glad we watched it because now we don't ever have to watch it again. It was stupid. They didn't follow anything about the show. Iroh was the fucking worst. Seconded by Sokka. And then Aang.
They were all equally the worst acting I've ever seen. And
That's god awful.
But acting aside, it's the... I kept saying throughout the movie, like, I can't wait to go home and read about like
why they changed the names, like why they changed the whole fucking story.
Yeah, but at the same time, like trying to be true to the story,
right?
Like,
with super like weird details that like could have been left out and just paid more attention to the actual fucking plot of the show.
Oh, I can't wait to read it. If there's even any like true answers out there, I'm sure there is, like, or at least speculation. I can't imagine like I said too, like. Was M. Night Shyamalan, like, was he just like a puppet director?
Maybe he just didn't care.
Yeah, or I can't think of why. That's my biggest problem. I can't there's no justifiable reason for them to change the names.
None.
There's no way there wasn't one single person working on that set
that wasn't an Avatar fan.
No, that went no. Even if none of them were, there had to be one person that knew the story and would go, "That's not how you say the names."
Right. Something.
So they purposely changed them, and I don't know why.
Right. And then why not change all of them?
Like, was it a creative decision, like, on the studio and M. Night Shyamalan's part, like, to be like, all right, maybe we'll try to, like, we want to separate the two a little bit, like for people that
possible.
haven't. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I can come up with.
But like, even if, all right, let's say you started with this one, then you were like, oh, that seemed kind of interesting. Like, I'd like to check out the cartoon. You'd also be confused why the names aren't the same.
Correct.
So it like doesn't make any sense.
Why are his tattoos not blue all the time?
Why were they? Yeah. Why were they like what is that?
Yeah.
Is it henna? Like I want to say henna, but like that design, like that
Right.
you get in henna. I don't know what I forget what that's called.
Oh. And then the bending drove me nuts because, A, like you said, it was
Too much dancing.
too much dancing, and B, when they did do it, it was so slow and like boring. It got fire is like remember when Zuko was
Right.
punching them like
Right away.
throwing them at like, and it was like instantaneous. Like there had to be a way if they could CGI the shit they did. There's no way they can't. That's probably I feel like easier if anything to shoot the.
The people that were fighting weren't even moving. They would just stand, dance, spin around in circles,
Yeah.
and then everything would come all around them. Like that's not how it went. Ong was super aggressive.
Ong, oh,
He didn't
makes me
defend
sick.
anything. And what the fuck was up with that dragon in the spirit world?
Yeah.
Roku rode his dragon. The dragon didn't speak. Rem and Shaw, or Ren and Shaw, I forget what it was, like, were the only dragons that spoke. Right?
And did they even?
What
speak?
was it like? It just into your mind or something like that? Did
Yeah,
they speak?
didn't- No. They just blew the fire at him, which made the thing
Oh
go
right.
up.
They just imparted knowledge on him, right? This was awful. This is fucking awful. Hated it. You guys were right. Hated it.
Yeah. I kind of knew that, but I didn't think I was going to hate it as much.
I was a little nervous that I might like it.
We were talking about it
Because
before
every
we
time
started.
somebody says, you're not going to like something, like, I don't know if it's just like the asshole in me that I'm like, I'm going to go out of my way and try to like it just to prove them wrong. Impossible.
So for the first like 10 to 15, I would say the first 10 minutes of the movie, I was like, in my head, I'm like, all right, this isn't like atrocious yet. But the moment I heard her guitar say Soka, I was like,
Which was
what?
very early.
Yeah.
Still
like I said,
very early.
Within the first 15, 20
Yeah.
minutes, maybe.
If not less than that.
Yeah. Because it was when they first got back to the camp and they were talking to Grandma.
Grandma. What?
Everyone knows that's a thing that her name is
Gran. Right.
Why change it?
I don't know, man.
I almost don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Nah, this is awful.
I'm over it.
Yep, this was awful.
Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.